looking through all of the things that I have to get done. So I have an appointment for the car to get serviced on Thursday. I'm not going to be going up and down the hill this week because it's really, the mechanic suggested that I don't travel at all with that car because it needs a lot of work done. So I'm looking at $1,000. When it rains, it pours. My toilet was flooded yesterday. Having all the kids here now is just ranking up my bill. And so now that I've got to get a plumber up here. Yeah, a few things in the house needs fixing, and I'm going to try to fix them. And I've got all the bills to be paid. I just paid my rent this morning. And so all in a life of single mom. Okay, hi. I'm on my way to a parent-teacher conference for my older daughter. We have to straighten up some things. Hopefully we can straighten up some things and so she can graduate this year. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that everything is going to be okay, and I trust that it is for my older daughter. It's just a crazy time, so I'm just hoping that all things will work together. I trust that it is. So, you know what I've come to realize, that belief and faith are almost like two different things. Believing is something that is so hard, I think, because it involves the mind and involves the things that you can see, the things that you can feel, touch, taste. It involves all the senses. And to be able to walk in that belief every single day is a really hard thing, because we are tested every day in our faith. We are tested every day in just believing. And I think many of us as Christians, I think we have the faith. We say we are people of faith. And it was imputed unto to Abraham his faith. He was a man of faith, and it was accounted as righteousness. And I believe that righteousness has a lot to do with just moving in that faith and moving in that area of not walking in the belief of your mind and in your heart. You have to keep moving in that faith that you have, and you have to rest in that faith. Anyways, I just thinking about all the things that are just happening in the last few days for me, okay, my toilet and my plumbing and all the things that I just had to, my car wasn't working, all in 2 days. My car is not working all that right. So it's come to find out that it's going to be another $1,000 to just fix the car, and those are not things that, you have to, look around and see, and you just get it done. You just have to get these things done, and into doing the things that you need to do in order to just to be safe and walk in your faith, and know, if you believe that all things work together for good for those who trust in God, for those who are called according to his purpose. And it's not just something that you say in order to, this is just what Christians say, and so this dog, so it's constantly just working out your salvation with fear and trembling, working out your salvation to where you're walking by faith and not by sight. Because sight and feeling, touching, believing in the things that we can relate to. It's all in the flesh. All these things that are geared to our senses, and it's all the appetite of the flesh. And working out these things with fear and trembling is working these things out in the spirit. And living in the spirit is something that we have to train our minds to do, train our bodies to do, train our senses to do, because walking in the spirit is something that is not natural for the natural man or the natural woman. It's not something that we're accustomed to. But did you know, in the beginning, with Adam and Eve, in the very beginning, the people that were that God created from the very beginning, we were created to be that way. We were created to walk in the Spirit of God, to house the Spirit of God, and to walk with the Spirit, and to know what He knows, and to just every day interact with, okay, Lord, what's next? Or Holy Spirit, teach me, show me. Our senses and the way we live nowadays, it is hard for us because we are not used to doing that. And I'm just praying that I can, the dog, he just wants to be in the picture. Anyways, I'm just praying that I can train my senses and train my mind and my belief to believe that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Like I say, it's not just a cliche. It's not just something, all Christians say. They always say that, some people get highly offended because, you say that all the time. But it's something that we have to constantly stirring up those things within us. And I say it all the time to remind myself, this is the way I ought to be walking. This is the way I should be walking, in the spirit and not in the flesh. And it takes a constant doing. It takes a constant walk of action to really be in the spirit and to walk in the spirit. So I'm going to continue doing that today. I'm going to get him before he starts barking and scares me half to death. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Okay, so I'm waiting for a neighbor to come over to help me fix the lights that are up here. I haven't been able to change them. So Nathan was trying to take the light bulb out last night and he broke the light bulb in there. So I have a neighbor coming over to help me fix the light bulbs and quite possibly change them because they are pretty high up there. And someone stole my ladder, so I'm not able to get up there and change them myself. So, okay, just got done. The service guys who did had to pump out the holding tank. They just left, and that cost a pretty penny. So now he's telling me that he couldn't even get all of it. All of it. He needs to come back another in a couple of months, or next month I need to call him. So a holding tank is pretty expensive. He was telling me that if he was me, he would not buy this house, and it could get pretty expensive, especially with the water being pumped every single month or every 2 months. So another thing that we need to think about as far as buying this house or buying another house or moving away, maybe to another state or something like that. Something to think about. I got a lot on my mind. So the past few days has been pretty challenging with the plumbing downstairs and some other payments, some surprises that needs to be done to the car, and a few things that is going on in the house. So also some bad news about friends and family members have passed, and that's pretty sad, and praying for them and praying for the family. I know how it feels to lose family members, and there has been a lot of COVID still going on a lot. And as a matter of fact, the school was closed down for 5 days. The kids were all home. I have all my kids here now. Nathan moved back in, and he's all moved in from last week. So he's still trying to get some things situated downstairs. And so I have that, and I'm pretty much thinking that I'm gonna probably have to find another place to live. Hopefully I wanted to buy this house, but it seems like the houses are going for so much money. I mean, the market for buying houses are so high. I mean, that's why I believe that we could have sold my mom's house for way higher than it was. But, because it's really, the market for real estate is just ridiculously high. My mother's house was sold in 3 days, of course, because they knew that they had a steal, but real estate has gone up, and I don't know whether I will be able to afford this home. I would like to buy another house. I would like to just find a house to where I can settle in, and so we'll see what happens. Go pick up my girls, and I will talk to you later on in the day. Okay, it's at the end of the day. I thank you for joining me this time in my channel. And I just wanted to end with this scripture. It's in Romans 12:2, where it says that, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove to be, to know what is acceptable and good and perfect will of God. And that it takes a daily thing. And I'm so tired. But I just wanted to encourage everybody, whoever is watching. I really don't even know. I think I have, what, 2 viewers? Anyways, um, uh, um, I want you to go to my daughter's channel, which is really cool because she's got a speed build, which is super awesome, and she's got like 1,000 views, and hopefully she can get that going, and she's excited about that. It's Little One Speed Build, and go to her channel and subscribe and put a thumbs up, like, because that's how you get you know, how I suppose you get money, or you make money, or whatever. So yeah, she's doing that, and I'm just doing this because I just want to share the word and share the things that are going on in my life, and so I am praying for friends and family, and just believing that God is going to continue to do a good thing. He's always good all the time. And I'm praying for friends who are sick, and who are just downcast this week. And so and I know that, like I said, God causes all things to work together, and He really does. And if we just believe it, and believe it not only in our minds, but in our hearts, to truly believe, because it says that whoever comes to God must believe that He is, and He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. And this right here in Romans 12:2, where it talks about, being transformed by the renewing of our minds. That's what we need to do every single day, because the world can always grab you and get you down, and is filling your mind every day with lies and just things that are discouraging. And if you let it, and if you let the enemy do that, he'll pull you down, and all of a sudden you'll be confessing things that you shouldn't be confessing. Instead, confess those things that you cannot see, those things that you have to really stir your spirit to believing and to having faith. So I encourage you guys. I love you guys. God bless. Mwah. Thanks for joining me, and thank you for letting me share. God bless.